Hello. You're listening to Questport, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. And just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. How are you, Tiff?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, you gave me some hot tea, so I'm not cold at least.
I guess that's good. Side note, every time you come over, I turn up the thermostat for my house.
Thank you.
But still to the you're too cold level because I set it to like 71 and that's still too cold for you.
Yes, it is.
Well, my house is normally 67, which is my good temperature.
It's uninhabitable for me. Thank you for making that accommodation. I did not realize that, and I'm very grateful.
Praise me, yes. I need praising because, God, I think I mentioned it last week. I started getting into this new tabletop war gaming.
Oh, yeah.
And I convinced your husband to try it out.
Yeah, he seemed very interested in it.
Spoiler for that is he won. And I lost miserably because I rolled for crap. And it's just like, that's how the dice goes.
You also have to take into account he wins like almost every game he plays.
It's a lot of just how well your dice rolls. It doesn't matter if your strategy is perfect, you optimize your builds or anything. If the dice goes one way, it's meant to be.
But he is unnaturally good at playing games for the first time.
And so,
like, whenever he plays games for the first time, he typically wins.
I guess I should say this is a game called Trench Crusade, which I'm really liking the lore. That's what got me into it. I was always sort of interested in joining like a tabletop war gaming. It's like Warhammer, where it's miniatures on a table. You measure through like a ruler where it's like inches, how far you can move it, what's the range of certain weapons and things like that. And you roll dice to determine if things hit or injure or anything like that. But instead of sci-fi, which is Warhammer 40K, there is a fantasy version. But this one is, what happens if during the Crusade in 1099, when they took Jerusalem, the Crusaders accidentally opened up a portal to hell. And so then hell floods into the world. And so then there is a war between heaven and hell kind of thing.
Yeah.
Until all the way up to the quote unquote present, which is 1914. So think of World War I trenches.
Yep.
But demonic and all that stuff. And like post-apocalyptic, religious post-apocalyptic kind of thing.
Which is a really interesting concept.
Right? And so it's a lot of factions that's like, they develop like holy armor or stuff like that to help protect their people more, or hell armor and stuff like that, and demonic kind of things. There's also like, what was it? Like pilgrims, where it's just like it's through the martyr and through redemption and pain and like sacrifice. Is that how they atone for their sins and all that stuff? There's an entire faction about that. They even have a good representation for the Muslim faction, where it's alchemical, because Muslims during the Middle East was very much into alchemy and very scientific during the time period. So then they have like homunculus and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
A part of their factions and all that. And it's like really cool and interesting and very grim dark, but it has a lot of religious undertones to it.
Right.
And it's historical, and I was like, I'm so in. And so I was getting into that. And also, we've been playing on a tabletop simulator, so I don't have to spend any money.
Right?
It's a cheap way to get into it.
It's a great way to just kind of stick your toes in the water, see if you like this game, and if you really like it and want to get into it, then at least you know how to play it and what to look for and
so
all that.
What your husband and I are doing is the game has set up where it's a campaign. Whereas like you take your faction, you only have a certain budget, where each unit costs a certain amount of money, and any gear you put on them costs money. And so then that's how you balance the war bands
Makes sense.
is how much money they are worth.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a certain budget, and then we fought. And the campaign is where after you fight, you actually see which ones die. Like if someone was taken out during the fight, you have to roll to see if they die or not.
Oh,
which I had one of my troops die yesterday, which sucks.
Aw.
And I lost all the gear. So I had to spend the money I got.
You can't
to
just like loot the
replenish
body and get the gear back?
Apparently not.
That's
Which
not
sucks.
realistic at all.
Well, they kind of fleed from battle because of a morale check.
Ah.
And so, yeah, I don't think they have time to pick up their buddy.
Nope.
And so, but after each fight is where you go through like exploration phase where you could find and discover random things.
Oh, you mean like this stuff that's left on this dead body over here?
Sort of. Where then it's like, oh, you can gain access, get more money, or gain access to like certain like additional loot or stuff like that. And then you take that money and then you put into your board band. And then we're going to play the second game, and it's 12 rounds. And
okay.
each round we roll for a different scenario. So it has different objectives and all that stuff.
Oh, that's
so
neat.
actually designed to be like a quote unquote campaign.
That's cool.
I mean, typically you want to play other people so you could face against different factions.
Right, right.
But we're just having it set up where it's just the two of us.
Right.
And so now it's a story about two factions.
Who already don't like each other from what I
Yes,
hear.
because he is playing basically Christian soldiers in New Antioch, which is a city that's near Jerusalem that's been constantly fighting the forces of hell. And I'm playing the Heretic Legion, which is mortals who basically succumb to and worship the devil.
Yeah, they saw demons who were like, I want that.
Yes. They either succumb to it, they said, hey, if you can't beat them, join them.
Come to the dark side.
They came to the dark side. They have amazing cookies.
Dark chocolate.
But yeah. And so I've been playing that. I'm like, oh, it'd be more interesting if I play. And I also want to try out that faction.
Well, there you go. Perfect. You guys were made to play against each other.
And then he killed the one model that I really wanted to test out before I got to use it.
Aww.
Because the one, like, I think it's a poster child or something. It's an artillery witch. Where it's just like a construct and all that stuff that takes huge bombs that are like World War II size bombs that you will drop from a bomber plane.
Oh, shoot.
It just flings them at people. I'm like, I want to do that. And then he just sniped it and then killed it, and I couldn't use it.
Aww.
Didn't die. That wasn't the troop I lost,
No.
which was suck because that thing was expensive.
Aww.
Because it's good.
Yeah.
At least on paper.
Right.
If I roll well, then it'll be really good.
Isn't that just how it goes, though?
I know, right?
Yeah, he was talking to me about it in the car one day, and he was telling me about one troop he can get called a berserker or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, basically his whole unit is all about building up that berserker as much as possible.
His berserker, it's like, this is a historical poll, but you know, like the Celtic warriors back in like ancient Roman times, there has been like tribes that fight naked.
Okay.
And it's very intimidating.
I can imagine, yes.
If a naked guy just runs up to you and you're like an armored guy's like, what has he got that I don't have that? He's like, fine being naked.
Right.
It's like his berserker is like that. He's like, can't wear armor, but adrenaline filled or whatever, where it's like, I can't do any debuffs to him or blood markers in the game.
Yeah.
I can't do any of that to him. I have to outright kill him.
Yep.
In order to actually stop him.
Yep.
And so it's a little bit tricky, especially if you don't roll well.
That would be an issue. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm finding some people online to play with and all that stuff. And now I got your husband into it.
Yep.
So maybe eventually I will buy the plastics just to paint and have because
Display
I enjoy
them.
it so much. But they actually don't have any released plastics, like official ones. They release like STLs and people could print them. So I could possibly like find some on Etsy or something.
Yeah, probably.
But There's no quote unquote official ones.
Gotcha.
Not yet.
Yet. Keyword there.
Yeah. I mean, this game's been out for only a year.
I was just about, that was my next question.
I missed out on the backer kit.
I said next question, and it bothers me, and I had to call myself out on that. My next question.
Sadly, I missed the backer kit, or else I would have totally backed it.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something.
It sucks when you like see something really cool and all that stuff, and you realize that I missed it.
Yeah, you see the as seen on Kickstarter. You're like, no, I missed it.
Right. And especially it's like, I would have done the high tier and all that stuff.
I would have gone all in on this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not paying for any of it now. I will probably continue to support them and all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that's my newest fixation.
Nice. My newest fixation is an old fixation. I got re-addicted to Minecraft. End of story.
Some
That's
people
it.
never leave.
I can't escape the mines. They always call to me.
The children always yearn for the mines.
They do.
I guess that's it for our rant about our fixations right now, I guess. Yours is a lot quicker than mine.
A little bit.
Maybe it's because everyone knows Minecraft.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain it. They're like, I get it.
Ah, yes. The crafting of the mines.
But mine's a little bit more obscure.
A little bit.
Clear obscure. But
Womp womp.
anyways, what are we doing today?
We are going to roll off of our list for rolling at 20.
Oh, right. It's been a while since we've done a rolling that 20.
Just a hot minute or two.
Nice seeing you again. Rolling that 20. I don't know your name.
We don't know your name, but we love your work.
We love your creative prompts.
Yes, they are very fun.
Anyways.
On that note, can you please roll me a d20?
Okay. I got 12.
12. We actually have already rolled 12. So I guess going off of how we do it for our normal stuff, would you like to go up or down?
I'm going to go up because lucky number 13. 13 is my favorite number.
It's a good number. We've got side quest number 29. A star falls and crashes to the ground, not far from the PC's camp. To get to the star, the PCs must pass through a town. PCs being player character in this context, just throwing that out there. The townspeople are all weeping and on the verge of suicide. The PCs can feel a physical wave of misery coming from the fallen star. This overwhelming sadness threatens the minds of all nearby.
This one's dark.
And it made me think of a movie.
What movie?
Stardust.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's a very, very good movie. I mean, the kind of general context of the movie is a star falls and she's sad about it. Other context
way have whittled that down to the core.
Yeah, no. So a star falls from the sky and this guy sees it, and to impress a girl, he tells her, I will go and catch that star for you. And so he goes on a journey to find the star, and lo and behold, find out the star is actually a woman. So he basically kidnaps her and tries to bring her back to the lady he's trying to impress. And it's a long journey, and they get to know each other along the way and stuff like that. Yeah.
So
but,
what do you want to do here? That's not the plot of that movie.
Yeah, it's not Stardust. Well, to make it not be the plot of Stardust, maybe don't make it a woman.
Maybe
it could be some kind of creature or something, though, like a star creature.
It also made me think of Diablo 3, because there was a falling star in that game. But it was an angel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tracks.
Who then helps you fight Diablo, obviously.
Okay. That would help.
But I don't know if we want to do that. If we could think of what is the cause of the whole overwhelming sadness and all that stuff.
Well, they're not in the sky anymore. Maybe.
Well, we can make this anything. Not a person, not an
a
angel,
sentient being.
Not we can make it anything.
Okay.
If we concentrate on that, then we could grow off of that.
Okay, here's the question. Is it a meteorite, like your average everyday meteorite thing?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it something else? Some other thing, like a gem that has power radiating from it? Or
I just had some thought of I
guess anything that falls is considered a meteorite.
if it's like a psychic thing,
Yeah.
and then that just made me think of a mind flare.
Mind flayer crashing down from the heavens like an angel.
Sure, they're angelic. No, because mind flare ship, Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. No, we've been over that.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm not saying go with that.
No.
I'm just thinking like, oh, there could be like psychic abilities.
It's like, yeah. So everyone in town is like literally on the verge of suicide. So it's seriously pumping out bad vibes, sad vibes.
This makes it hard.
The big sad.
The big sad.
It's the big sad.
Do we want to say it's like just a actual meteorite and it's some kind of ore?
I'm still leaning towards it's a sentient creature.
Okay.
But let's throw this out there. All the stars in the sky are alive. They are creatures that shed light. And whenever a new star is born, it's just like a little baby creature that's like growing up. Like dwarf stars are just baby creatures.
Okay.
Things like that. So this one was playing around too much and, hit gravity of the planet and fell. And it's sad. Very sad. And the way these things communicate is not through words and stuff because there's no air in space. They convey feelings. And it's the big sad. So its feelings, which normally have to travel great distances to reach its mother, are affecting this entire town. And they need to figure out how to get this creature back up into the sky.
Okay. Maybe to play off of that.
All right.
You could say no, obviously.
Of course. So can you.
No, I can't. I'm a
did.
guy. I can't say no. Anyways. What if it was a new, like, one of those newborn gods? Like, freshly new and all that stuff.
Okay.
Where these emotions and all that stuff is God powers.
Right.
So what if, and this is going to turn into a party starter.
Oh.
What if the party will then have to babysit or teach a new god who's very immature how the world works and how there needs to be balance and control and all that stuff?
Okay.
The new god is very emotional. So it's like, yeah, this is currently crying and super sad, which affects people. But what happens if there's an incident where then like they're pouting or get upset because the party has to act like a parent, and then everyone around them is like, I'm going to kill you mood. And stuff like that,
rough.
like hijinks like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Where then it turns into an entire campaign of just like teaching a god how to be a god.
Maybe in this world, all of the gods that are worshipped are stars in the sky. And so this is a new god. Yeah, I like that concept. And I had something earlier. Where did it go?
It fell out of the sky. That's
it
where
fell out of the sky.
Yeah.
No, it fell out of my ear. No,
Your ear's the sky. Sorry.
In order for this god to like essentially mature or grow up, they need to figure out what they stand for. Because a lot of times in D&D,
a god
gods
is a
are
specific pantheon.
Yeah,
stuff.
they're the god of storms or the god of war or, god of something. This god doesn't know what it is that they stand for. So they need the party to help them figure it out.
Okay.
And they don't have any worshipers, so they're sad.
Okay, now we're going to the point where it's like, I've always considered gods are formed when they have at least one worshiper. It's like it's the sense of worship is what creates the essence of the god.
Okay.
But
maybe someone noticed like a new twinkling star in the sky and decided, oh, new god, gotta worship this one.
What you're kind of implying, one, that's not how finicky religion is.
I know, it's not.
But the way you're applying it makes it more like gods can exist without worship, whereas more like Greek gods, where it's like, hey, I have parents.
Yeah.
And they're gods, so then I'm a god.
That's the track I was going. So you're saying...
I'm just saying, like, I've always considered that for any time I make a religion within my games is
there's always
they're created through the essence of worship. That's how they get their powers. But we could go your approach, in which is more hereditary and all that.
It could be that.
No, I'm just enforcing
Yeah.
your idea about this. So that they are immature. They are
right.
brand new born, don't know exactly their path in life and all that stuff, and just still happen to
so they
fall into Earth. Maybe if we do the whole family thing, we could also go in the fact of like, if you create a family tree of these gods, then an older sibling, cousin, or whatever is the reason why this small god or this young god fell into Earth.
Oh, they
not
had like
Earth,
a tussle or something?
Fell into the mortal realm.
Right.
Itself. And then what happens if, as the party continues this campaign, that's when the god that was responsible for it might be the big bad for whatever story arc this is.
Yeah.
In which then you have to fight a god.
I mean, why not? It's
that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely the kind of
that's
place
like the
that
story arc
campaigns tend
that
to
you
go.
should be a proper conclusion for that, right?
It better be level 20 by then.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Because you could also make this god immature and all that stuff, so
Right, true.
it won't be as hard.
Okay, a young god.
Yeah, because it's, I believe for maturity of a god, and this is a weird topic we're going down, I feel like the maturity of a god, if they're fully mature, they would be like, young gods are needed and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to fill in these roles, blah, 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 because gods do die out.
Yeah.
But then immature ones like just sees a threat, just sees something else, you know?
Right.
Not have the maturity of knowing that this is needed.
We could say that old gods only die when they are forgotten, when their last worshiper perishes.
Now we're going back into my definition.
Well,
because
we can combine the two. New gods can be born, and they are god by birthright, but they only grow in power with worshippers. And they become so reliant on that once their final worshiper dies, they revert back to that very low power level, which isn't enough to sustain them once they've reached that higher level.
I would like to disagree, and I would like to focus more on the star aspect, where it's just like those come with just old age.
Okay.
So if we do continue the star analogy,
right?
It's like they could live, thousands, millions of years old.
True.
But they do die out, just like stars. So if we keep with the star analogy and make entire gods based off the star analogy,
right,
then they will just naturally die out and all that stuff. It's just their lifespan is so long that it's inconceivable to us mortals.
And it's not...
Actually, they're technically mortal as well, but
mortal in a sense.
Yes.
Let's just say like a new god being born is not a normal occurrence. This happens like very rarely.
Because it takes so long.
Because it takes so long for them to die. We don't need like a million gods.
Mm-hmm.
But so whenever a new one is born, it's usually kind of a big deal. But maybe they do, maybe part of them coming into who they are and them growing, they have to fall to the ground and see how the mortals live.
I think that would be more, if we do this as a special case thing, what happens if like the jealous family member kicks them down thinking that they will die out because no god ever goes down like this.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's the sign of maturity and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this one god, if the players actually do this correctly.
Right.
And teach the god about the ways of morals and all that stuff and find a path and all that, then this would be the first god that's like learned from quote unquote mortals, in which then you could shape the future of this world based off of the first god to ever like walk amongst humans.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. So like all the other gods, yes, they're, the gods that people worship and all, but they don't have that connection. They don't understand.
Yeah. It's like
the common mortal.
It's like entry level positions compared to high executives.
It's like CEO versus new trainee.
Like the shipment warehouse worker, that kind of thing.
The ones who know how this company runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know we're on that bottom part.
Yeah, we're the bottom rung there. We know.
Oh, sadly, we know. So, this is a very generic one. I'm not going to come up with a name for the young god.
No. That needs something more like
Actual good meaning.
grandiose. Or maybe they don't know their name yet. They haven't figured it out.
Or that. But sadly, we'll not get to include that. So, just a quick recap.
Yeah.
Star falls out of the sky, nearby town, near the crash site.
The whole town's sad.
Super, super sad.
The big sad.
Noose sad.
New sad. Yeah. This is new. It's not normal sad.
No, noose.
Noose. Ah. That kind of new.
That kind of noose, yes. That was my censorship version.
We've already said it.
I know. Self deletion.
Yeah.
Uninstall life.
Or use the word that the whole internet seems to like using, unalive.
Yeah, unalive themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We're hip with the TikTok lingo.
Yeah. Insert
Anyways.
cringy thumbs up here.
God, we're old. So, they will discover that there's nothing they can really do for the people of the village.
Right. There's no spell over them or anything like that.
Maybe they will also like roll wisdom saves.
Yeah. It starts out low, but then
Make it low because
yeah,
you want your party to survive.
your barbarian's gonna be very sad.
But if they investigate all that stuff, they're going to see a small child, whatever gender you want to assign to the child.
Yeah.
Or
And,
none,
like,
because God.
Just under teenage level, probably.
Depends on how comfortable the group is. I was imagining like 9 or 10-year-old body.
I was actually thinking that too.
But then you show them the ways of how people are, how this world works, the good, walk them through the bad, be a parent.
Yeah.
Have the party become a parent to a young god and go through hijinks because they don't have full control of their god powers.
Nope.
And so DM just assign random god powers or anything like that. Or it could be wild magic too.
You can either start randomly and maybe have the god develop certain powers as the storyline progresses that have to do with what happened. Or you can preset what you want this god to be and have them figure that out
and
as
show
they go.
signs of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whichever you want to do. The party will then eventually, near the end, encounter the sort of older family member god that caused this young god to fall down.
It's probably like
Trying to kill them.
definitely a teenager.
Yeah. Definitely tried to kill them. Or this caused the death of that small god.
Mm-hmm.
In which then you'll stop them, or however you want to set that up.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully it'll be a family coming of age story. This is what we turned it into, a coming of age story.
It definitely is.
I just realized this. Oh my God. Which, to be fair, like half of those movies are not good. Half of coming age stories are not good.
Yeah, there are.
It's hard to nail a good one.
It is. I just want to throw out there, though, like the teenage god and the preteen god, they aren't actually a teenager and or preteen. They've lived for hundreds of thousands of years maybe already.
Yeah.
And that's just how slow they age.
The teenager's like 1 million.
Yeah.
And the young one is only like 10,000.
Yeah. Just
or
only
whatever.
10,000.
Well, or 50 or 70 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yes. Anything else to add? This is a very overarching story,
Yes.
but I think it's a good framework
It
if
is.
anyone wants to do this.
Yeah. And probably the young god that's with them is practically indestructible. But you can definitely know that a party's going to figure out a way to like cheese that somehow. Like,
But then it's trying
use
to get a
that
toddler
against
to
you.
do something.
Yeah. Toddler. You said 10.
Toddler mentality. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Possibly.
But that's why I also implied like wild magic.
Yes. Wild
Because
magic
it
can come into play.
doesn't have full control.
Yeah. You can also make your own wild magic table to throw at them if you wish.
Or just choose something that's funny in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I guess if you put this in your campaign or start your campaign, or this is your entire campaign, let us know down in the comments of this YouTube video, on X at QuestBoardPod, or on Blue Sky at QuestBoard. If you have a job posting of your own or a scenario of your own that you want us to make a quest out of, let us know on any of the sites. Thank you, Rolling At 20, for this sad prompt.
Pretty sad.
But also dark. I don't feel bad about like pointing out that it's dark. Our first episode with them was a dark one.
Yeah. But really good, like, thought project type thing. Like, it makes you think.
Yeah.
But also, if you get a chance, definitely go check out Rollin' At 20 on Instagram.
So if you're on YouTube and want to listen to us on the go, we're on most podcasting platforms.
And if you're listening to us on the go and want some visual gags, maybe from Tiff.
At least the quest picture that Rollin' At 20 made.
Usually when we do stuff like this, where we're referencing something else, we do have visuals on that.
And I will always put that in the YouTube videos.
Yeah, you could check that out. And I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.